Okay, we're going to get ready with the podcast. Are you ready? Let's get the people on Facebook live. And if you want to watch the show live, it's a lot of fun. Just go to Facebook and look for Right Wing News. And you can find me there 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West. All right, let's go and turn on. Hello, my friend. My name is Rusty Humphries, and this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. And we're going to start in a matter of moments, but until then, if you do me a favor and check in, let me know who you are. This is where we want you to let us know if you're deplorable and where you're deplorable from. So I give you a few seconds to catch up, and then we're going to start the show. Tax cuts and liberal nuts, that's the topic today. Oh, it's going to be a good one. If only my collar would stick. Okay. Make sure, by the way, now's a good time to share the video. Make sure that you let people know that the truth is being told out there, and it's being told right here on Facebook on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. So if you would go and share that right now. Do it. Share it now. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Start the show officially.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. That's a direct order. Do it now.
He's been put down, ripped off, cut open. Now, he's unleashed. Unleashed. The American insurgency starts now. This is Rusty Humphries Rebellion Radio.
Well, hello, my brother from another mother. How you doing, my sister from another mister? My name is Rusty Humphries. How are you? And this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. We are powered by Right Wing News. And today we are sponsored by the incredible folks at DerMend. DerMend Mature Skin Products. Now, let me get this by. If you're just listening to the podcast, you can't see this lovely light blue box. And it's important that you know what the box is, because you want to know when you go into your nearest Walmart, Walgreens, CVS pharmacy, any place, and you're a seasoned citizen, and you're in your skin, it's just, I'm sorry, your skin just isn't as oily, and it just doesn't do what it used to do. DerMend products are created specifically for our seasoned citizen friends. Now, this particular product is called DerMend Moisturizing Anti-Itch Lotion, and it is specially formulated for itchy, mature skin with moisturizers and skin conditioning agents and Pramoxine HCI. Not only is it a big word, but I don't know what it does. Because I'm not a scientist. The folks at DerMend, they specialize in this stuff. Not only do they know what that is, they put it in here to relieve the itch and irritation. So do yourself a favor, would you please? Go to your nearest Walmart, Walgreens, CVS. Get your DerMend products. They've got a lot of different ones. Or you could go to DerMend.com, DerMend, DerMend.com, and find out more. And we want to thank them for being a sponsor. And again, we have a lot of great sponsors here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion, like the Zona Plus and WaxRx and the Toymaker.com. And I'll tell you more about them coming up in a little bit. But it's so important that you support these people that support us, okay? DerMend products. Go get them. Okay. Let's first check in, if we could. We got a lot of great people out there, and we sure appreciate you. Now, let me remind you how this Facebook game works, and that is your engagement is important. Your engagement is you hitting the likes and the shares and your comments. Again, if we are going to go around the mainstream media, and we have to do it, and if we're going to go around the social media giants, and we must do that, we have to beat them at their own game. And their own game is you have to be involved. Okay? And you've got to tell your friends about the show. You have to. We're getting thousands and thousands of people that watch this show every day, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And it's growing. It's growing, and it's important that it grows because, there's a lot of garbage out there. There's a lot of people lying to you, and we don't want those lies to continue. So let's see who's been checking in. A lot of folks already. Darlene is checking in. Hey, Darlene. Ian is a deplorable from Ohio. Robert is from Bay City, Michigan. Brenda says, hey, Rusty. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? My computers are all messed up here. I got so much stuff here, you wouldn't believe it. You just wouldn't. I've showed before, but it changes. Somehow it's not fitting right today. I need I don't have a giant, Fox News desk studio here. This is just in my house. But it's a nice studio. We got a lot going. And as a matter of fact, we're working on some new technology to make this even look better for you. So that's coming up in a little bit. So that I won't be having, high blood pressure. And thanks to the Zona Plus, I don't. But I'll tell you more about that. All right. Robert checking in Bay City, Michigan. Brenda, hey, Rusty. Daniel is from my old hometown of Seattle, Washington, where I grew up. Bonnie's in Oregon. Kim is in St. Joe, Missouri. Jared says, cool. Jeremy says, Trump! Exclamation point. Patricia there from Arizona. How you doing, Patricia? You one of my neighbors? Jeffrey says, sup, Rusty? Pamela says, hey, Rusty. Randy says, Is that how you said it, Randy? I'm trying to do my best. Elizabeth is in Texas. Jeremy in Western Kentucky. Hey. Mike is saying, get her done. Jeffy says, yoo-hoo! I know. Sound like an idiot today. Norbert's from McQueenie, Texas. Pam is in Maine. Hermina is in Colorado. Norma's there. Stephen Lake. How you doing, Steve? My father-in-law. Rossville, Georgia. John, there. Ronnie says Locust Grove, Georgia. Eugene, Prescott Valley. Just a mile or an hour from me, a little north. Colorado Rockies is where Ken is. Stephen is in Brookhaven, Atlanta, Georgia. Patrick's in Maine. Jackie in Addison, Alabama. Sharon in Minnesota. Alvin in Florida. Jason saying hi. Alicia saying hi from Lexington. Thomas, California, Orange County, deplorable. Monty is in Canyon Lake, California. James in Texas. Kurt is in Boise, Idaho. Ann's in South Carolina. How you doing? Matt says, okay, enough with Republican pharmaceuticals. Not sure what that means, but okay. Mike's there in North Carolina. Stanley, South Carolina. Oso in Texas. Jerry, North Carolina. Lyndon is Maryland, land of the lost. Anthony is deplorable from Davenport, Iowa. Pamela shared it. Everybody share. Please share. And Anne-Marie is from the neighbor up north. How you doing, Hoser? And for those of you that aren't 100 like me, that was old comedy bit from Doug and Bob McKenzie. Okay. And Oso's in Dallas. Okay, Brian's there too. Donald Trump gave a great speech today talking about tax cuts. We need tax cuts, I think. I want to play you a little bit of the speech, and you tell me, do you think Donald Trump is on the right path here, or should he be doing something else?
Propose tax cuts that are pro-growth, pro-jobs, pro-worker, pro-family, and pro-American. We need a tax system that is fair to working families and that encourages companies to stay in America, grow in America, spend in America, and hire in America.
Okay. Now, see, that's the kind of... When was the last time you heard any president talk like that? Bush didn't talk like that. Obama sure as hell didn't talk like that. Clinton didn't talk like that. I mean, Bush 1, I don't remember him talking like that. Do we have to go all the way back to Reagan? Maybe. But what is so wrong with saying we want America to do well? You know, when America does great, the rest of the world does great. It just does. It's not a zero-sum game. It's not just if America does well, the rest of the world sucks. That's not it. When America does well, we have to buy products from other countries. That gives those countries more wealth. Then those countries can spend on other people's countries, and so on and so on and so on. So what Donald Trump is talking about, I think, is fantastic. We need more like that, and I don't understand why this is so difficult for people to get. Now, Janet says, well, how about no more property tax? I'd like that. You know, part of the problem, though, is that it's, you know, the way that property tax is done, it's always so, yeah. It's only a quarter of a penny, and we're just doing it for the children. And if you don't do it, children are going to die and teachers are going to starve to death and they're going to have to work 400 hours a week and they're going to have to pay for the chalk. They got to pay for their own chalk. Not that they use chalk anymore, but if they did, and they wheel the kids out, and then, we pass the 1/4 cent, and then the next time it's another 1/4 cent, and then next time it's 50 cent, and next time it's something else. And pretty soon, nobody can afford their houses anymore. And we really have gotten out of control. Fred wants to know how the hell is he going to do it? Terry says if Congress would just work with him instead of obstruct. You see, part of the reason is, and you know this, and I know this, is that Congress doesn't work with him because if he cuts taxes, that's less money they get to play with. Congress and the Republicans have proved it too, and it's just a disgusting, despicable shame that they would go out of their way and not do what we've asked them to do. Cut taxes, cut Obamacare. I mean, it's not like we've asked them to do a million things. Stop illegal immigration, cut taxes, quit your damn spending, shrink government. And Republicans have done zippo of that. John Paul says, today I had to adjust my budget at work and had to get rid of $10,000 in payroll per month when my share of payroll taxes are $8,000 a month. I'd rather have kept my employees. Wow, that's awful. 3 families without pay now. Oh, gosh. People who are not bosses always think, yeah, wouldn't it be cool to fire people? I've been a boss. It is not fun to fire people. And I've been fired. It's the worst. And you go, what did you do to get fired? Radio, that's just the way it is. You move town to town, up and down the dial. One of the reasons why I'm doing this now, and I'm so much happier. I've got so much more free time. I'm independent. I can tell you what I really think. Pamela says government keeps taking more every year. Yes, they do. Jeremy says property taxes for your county, city, schools, etc. But yes, it's out of control. All the taxes are. That's right. Susan says we need Congress, who is on vacation again, to get to work and pass some of the president's bills. Jeannie says, Rusty, does the death tax only pertain to family? I've never personally been involved in the death tax. Thank God. Steph says Congress needs a pay cut. Phil says sometimes I feel like it would be cheaper just to rent them to deal with property taxes and homeowners insurance. You mean your house? Yeah. I'll tell you what. A lot of ways it is easier. Then you don't get to sell the house. And then you don't have the mortgage deduction. Jason says, when the U.S. is strong, we weaken other countries who are communists. No, we freedom. Okay, listen. Your freedom, there's a direct correlation with your disposable income. The more disposable income you have, the more freedom you have. When I was in Cambodia a few months ago, these folks are living on $3 a day. $3 a day. We drove into the jungle areas and picked up some kids. This was with a church group. Picked up some kids and drove them in the van to the church. They'd never been in a car before. They'd never been to the city. The city's 10 miles away. Okay? And you look around, and I got to tell you, some of it is some of the most garbage-written, disgusting, repulsive things you've ever seen in your life. It's just awful. And I was talking with the leader, and I go, man, why don't they pick up around here? This is awful. And he says, when you're worried about food and clothing and shelter, garbage is pretty low on the list. Okay, that makes sense. And so on the other end of the scale, and so then again, freedom. They're not worried about what they can or can't do. They're worried about eating. And so in the West, in rest of the world, again, the more money you have, the more freedom you have to do whatever it is that you want. And that's great, and that's good for everybody. It's good for everybody. Okay, one of the easiest things to do right now, if you are not cool, or if you used to be cool and you need to get cool again, what's the easiest way to do it in today's world? Yes, attack Donald Trump. And Eminem came out and did it today. Now, I'll be honest, I waited to watch this with you. Everybody's been talking about it. I know it's been a big thing online. By the way, I guess Facebook went down today. Did it affect you? I've been out doing stuff today and working on some other things for the show, so I missed it. But did Facebook going down today affect you? Just curious, comment here if you would, please. Don't forget, give me some hearts, some thumbs ups, all that cool stuff. Anyway, so I guess Eminem made some kind of video slamming Donald Trump. I've not seen it. Let's watch it together. Couple things. It's a cheap shot. I don't even have to watch it. I know it's a cheap shot. When was the last time you heard Eminem's name? Now, if I was going to play Eminem when he came out, and let's be honest, I mean, Eminem, he was big before 9/11 is when his first album came out. So we're talking about 99, 2000 is when Eminem, I think, hit the thing. So he's getting old. So he needs to do something to get back into being cool, I guess. And, you know, if I was going to play an Eminem song back then, it'd be, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're supporting the devil. Today, half our audience grew up on Eminem. So that's why I'm going to play it. But let's just hear what he has to say. I'm guessing he may be cussing, but I don't know. Let's see here. Robert says Eminem needs to crawl back into the hole where he came from. Kara says Eminem is awesome. Annie said had Facebook all day. Brenda says didn't know Facebook went down. Okay. I should pull up a song I did. I'm Dick Cheney. Yes, I'm the real Cheney. All you other Dick Cheneys are just imitating. So won't the real Dick Cheney please stand up? Please stand up. Anyway, I don't have it handy. I'll play it for you. Let's see what Eminem does to get some attention and attack Donald Trump here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. You ready? Let's get her on now.
It's the calm before the storm right here. Wait, how was I gonna start this off? I forgot. Oh yeah. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not, but that's all I got till I come up with a solid. Got a plan and now I gotta hatch it like a damn Apache with a tomahawk. I'ma walk inside a mosque on Ramadan and say a prayer that every time talks, she gets a mouth.
Okay, hold on. Can I just stop just for 1 second, then I'll let Eminem continue his freestyle. But let's see. I mean, for a guy that's going after Donald Trump for not being politically correct, can you think of anybody less politically correct than Eminem? I mean, of all the people to come out and attack Donald Trump, Eminem is the guy? And then he's already done two things that would be politically incorrect. He talked about Indians and tomahawks. And, Muslims. I mean, look out. Let's see. Jeremy says he's a woman abuser. Kara says he swears. Okay, so it looks like they bleeped it out, and that's good. Not that I can't handle it. I'm a big boy, but, trying to make a family show here. Pamela says he's an ass clown. Don thinks this is embarrassing. John says another liberal with an opinion. Love the Muslim plug. Judy says my daughter came home with a bag of M&Ms tonight, pumpkin pie flavored. Okay, Judy says it's not even music. He just wants attention. Well, again, this is freestyling. And so he's freestyling, just making it up as he goes, I guess. So let's get back to Eminem rapping about Donald Trump. I'll take it back a few seconds so you can watch him make the mistake again, because that's always funny. Here we go.
She gets a mouth. I'ma stop. But we better give Obama props, because what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go through these line by line. I don't mean to, I wasn't planning on it, but we're going to give Obama props. And we are going to worry about Donald Trump because he's going to get us into World War III. Are they just reading off the same crap they said about Ronald Reagan? I mean, remember the Land of Confusion video by Genesis? Not their best song and certainly a lousy video, but it was like puppets. And it was Reagan in a terrible dream as a puppet, and he was going to hit the button, and we were all going to die in World War III. It's like, come on, are you kidding me? Really? Kurt says taxes are relevant, Eminem is not. Kurt, I hate to tell you, here's the one, this is where conservatives go wrong. And this is where I'm going to educate you, okay? Where conservatives go wrong is we go, oh, forget Hollywood. Nah, it's just a bunch of Hollywood losers, or you're going to ignore them. No. This was the lesson of Andrew Breitbart. And the lesson was Hollywood creates the culture. The culture is what, and entertainment is what educates our children. You can say it's the schools all you want, but it is not. It is entertainment. And so we have to understand what they are doing in Hollywood and in entertainment, and we have to fight back by creating better entertainment than they do, or at least exposing what it is they're trying to do. We can't ignore it. When we ignore it, we lose. That's why we have a President Barack Obama. That's why we had a Bill Clinton. Oh, we're just not going to pay attention to those Hollywood people. We were wrong. Andrew Breitbart was right. Now, Teresa hates rap. I get it. Pamela says Eminem has no idea what he's talking about. Yes. Don says CNN's brainwashed. Can we please ban CNN? Pamela says Hollywood riles up people. John says, thanks, Obama, for spending $10 trillion in 8 years. You're the best. Dennis says Marshall is a liberal twit. Marshall Mathers is Eminem's real name. Okay, let's get back. I'm going to read some. We're going to let him wrap it out. Here, let me read one more comment here. Jason says, oh my gosh, Eminem is annoying. Thanks for the show. After the show, Three's Company reruns are on for the next hour. Hey, don't you ever knock down Three's Company. Any show with Suzanne Summers in it's okay by me. Suzanne is one of my best friends in the world. I love her. Okay. Jerry says, when rap music came out in the early 80s, our country really started going down. One calls this music. The left would sacrifice the betterment of the country if they could make President Trump look bad. A lot on the right are just as bad. We, the people, suffer. There is a light at the end. I predict many incumbents will lose in the midterm elections. On another note, where's Jeff Sessions? What has Sessions done thus far? Jerry, all good points. I will disagree in the rap thing. For a lot of kids and a lot of people, rap is today's poetry. You may not like the poetry, but for a lot of people, it is a very important art form and form of expression. Not all of it is, I'm going to get my money and shoot somebody and yo, 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 flippity flow. So again, we have to understand the culture. Understand what Eminem's doing. Remember, Eminem does reach the youth. And so if we know what he's saying, you have more of a, and then we talk about it here, you have a better opportunity of reaching somebody young who might have heard this message of idiocy and explain to them where they went wrong. Jeannie says, I remember when you used to have Suzanne Summers on your show. Love her too. Yeah, she was on the show. I did something in San Diego with her last month, or July or August. Yeah, Suzanne is the best. As a matter of fact, I just saw she's got a new book out, and so I need to call her and have her on. Kara says, if you think it's bad in the first minute, you're going to be on for 24 hours dissecting this song. Okay, let's just keep going here. Sorry, I don't know. I've only gone 1 minute in. It's 4 minutes and 28 seconds long. Back to Eminem.
He'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops.
Oh, one more thing. Sorry. Look. If you're listening to the podcast, you can't see this, but he's got just a bunch of idiots behind him. Yeah, you go, Eminem. You go. You know, I guess you have to have a posse with you to make you feel like you're cool or something. That I've never got. I'm secure enough to be able to go and do stuff on my own. But okay, let's get back to the video. Sorry. Here we go.
Intensity's heightened. Tensions are rising. Trump, when it comes to giving a shit, you're stingy as I am. Except when it comes to having the balls to go against me, you hide them. Because you don't got the nuts like an empty asylum. Racism's the only thing he's fantastic for. Because that's how he gets his rocks off and he's orange. Yes.
I thought Trump got an NAACP award before he was president. Did he just become racist when he became president? He wasn't racist when he was the number one guy on TV and all these people on the left loved him, I don't think. So I'm really not sure where this is coming from. That's the thing. I don't get where these guys are coming from. They don't make any sense. They're just making crap up. He's going to call us World War III. The only thing he cares about is racism. He doesn't give any money away. He's stingy with his money. Donald Trump's stingy with his money? When has anybody ever said that? Ever? Donald Trump has for his entire life been one of the greatest philanthropists of our time. What are they talking about? All right, let me continue here.
Sick tan. That's why he wants us to disband, because he cannot withstand the fact we're not afraid of Trump walking on eggshells. I came to stomp. That's why he keeps screaming, drain the swamp, because he's in quicksand.
Okay.
It's like we take a step forwards, then backwards. But this is his form of distraction. Plus, he gets an enormous reaction when he attacks the NFL, so we focus on that instead of talking Puerto Rico with gun reform for Nevada, all these horrible tragedies, and he's bored and would rather cause a Twitter storm with the Packers.
Yeah, teach me.
Then says he wants to lower our taxes. Then who's gonna pay for his extravagant trips back and forth with his fam to his golf resorts and his mansions? Same shit that he tormented Hillary for and he slandered.
I'm sorry. Nobody spent more money flying around the world than Barack Obama. And I mean nobody. I don't know what in the world. Where do they come up with this stuff? This is just insane. Yeah, Patrick, how much money did Eminem give to Puerto Rico? That's a good question. Uh-oh. Todd says he seriously needs some cardio. His poetry has him out of breath. Monty says, we are the swamp drainers. The deplorables will drain the swamp in 18 and 20. Amen, brother. Amen. Lyndon says, please let me know when you're done catering to this piece of trash. I'm not catering to him. I'm exposing him, Lyndon. We're exposing him. Come on. Here we go. Let's get back to him.
Then does it more from his endorsement of banning support for the Klansmen. Tiki torches in hand for the soldier that's black and comes home from Iraq and is still told to go back to Africa. Fork and a dagger in this racist 94-year-old grandpa who keeps ignoring our past historical deplorable factors. Now if you're a black athlete, you're a spoiled little brat for trying to use your platform or your stature to try to give those a voice who don't have one. He says you're spitting in the face of vets who fought for us, you bastards. Unless you're a POW who's tortured and battered, because to him you're zeros because he don't like his war heroes captured.
Okay, I'm out now.
That's not disrespecting the military.
Yeah, okay, I'm out. The only POW Donald Trump ever made fun of was John McCain, and nobody deserves ridicule more than John McCain. So at that point, I'm out. Dumbass. That's the big video of the day. That's what everybody's talking about. My goodness. Okay. Bonnie says, what a joke he is. No more prescription drugs for some. Gets them mad. Robert says, just tells you how much Eminem... Oops. Eminem knows someone needs... Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Eminem, you pay the $70 billion, says Tamara. Scott says they think if they keep putting these lies on television, people will believe it. And Scott, that's the problem. That's exactly what happens. You know, you can go back to what Hitler used to say. And that was the more you tell the lie, the more the people believe it. And so it's working. Guys, we have a country that's more divided than, I don't want to say ever because we had a civil war, but certainly as divided as it was in the 1960s. And it's because of douchebags like this and the left who have had a nonstop beating drum. My daughter comes to me almost every day. I've got a 16-year-old daughter who's sweet and caring and kind and smart. But every day she goes, but Dad, they're saying at school that Donald Trump hates black people. Why does he hate Hispanic people? I don't get it. Why does he hate gay people? The gay people are nice. There's a lot of gay people in my class. And I have to go over, sweetheart, nobody has been more supportive of the gay rights than Donald Trump. He doesn't hate Hispanics. He doesn't like people that come here illegally and break the law. Just because you want to come to America doesn't mean that you have a right to come to. And we have to have these discussions. Robert says he has a new CD coming out. That's why he did this. Of course it is. I didn't even have to know that he had a new CD, and of course that's it. Mickey says, give us some Kid Rock. I would, but every time I play Kid Rock, Facebook won't keep my video up. You've stolen Kid Rock's material or somebody else's material, so I have to not do it. John says, every 13 days, the left has a new platform item to complain about. We have a spiritual problem here. That's true. Remember when all we were doing was talking about statues coming down? And then all we were talking about was people taking a knee? And before that, all we were talking about was Antifa marching in the streets. And before that, it was the Klan. I mean, John, you're right. It is literally like every 13 days, the left has another breakdown and another attempt to split this country apart. This is organized, and this stuff doesn't come for free. This isn't just, we're just going to do this for fun. No. This is done on purpose. This is being done with a reason. This is being done because they want to tear this country apart. They want to do what Barack Obama said, and that was fundamentally transform America. And my friends, you and I, we're not going to let them do it, are we? You know, one of the things that you can do to help make things better is take care of your family. And one way you can do it is if you've got younger kids, there's a great website I would really, really encourage you to go to, and it's called thetoymaker.com. Thetoymaker.com. It's really a lot of fun. It is a website where you can get folding paper toys that you can make for yourself. And there's an incredibly talented artist. Her name is Marilyn Scott Waters, and I've known her brother for 20-something years. These are good people. And like she says, welcome to my odd little world of paper toys, holiday cards, Valentine's, sun boxes, baskets, bags, origami, and others. It's all for you to make. My goal is to help grown-ups and kids spend time together making things. It is my wish to amuse and delight. And it's just a lot of fun. And there's a lot of free things you can get. Just check it out. You just download it. It's really simple. And holidays are coming up. You know, we've got Halloween. And there's a bunch of fun little things you can do with your kids on Halloween. And Christmas is coming, Thanksgiving. Anyway, if you're a grandparent or a parent and you've got younger kids, this is just a way to do some fun, interesting projects that are going to get your kids creative and get them thinking and getting them to have some fun. And she's also got a great book, a 56-page PDF download book. It's called The Mysterious Math Carnival. It can help you print 12 toys that help you practice basic math skills. Come on. This is incredible. This is the kind of stuff that we need more in our families. Just time to do stuff together, and there's stories, and there's all kinds of stuff. Free things. Get their newsletter. Go check it out. TheToymaker.com. It's TheToymaker.com. TheToymaker.com. One other quick sponsor. Actually, I got two more, but one more for right now, and that is, and I'm running out of time here, the Zona Plus. The Zona Plus is an incredible device. It will help you. This is all it is. It's a smart device, and it helps you lower your blood pressure by squeezing this device, and the little computer in here tells you how hard to squeeze and what to squeeze. And they found out by working with fighter pilots that them squeezing the joystick helped them lower blood pressure. It affected the same kind of muscles in the veins. And so they created this device after finding out how that worked with fighter pilots, and this is saving lives. You know, high blood pressure is a silent killer. It is the silent killer, and women get it even more than men. And so if you want to do something to help your life be better and do it easily, zonaplus.com. zonaplus.com. Use the code word Rusty. That's me, R-U-S-T-Y. Use the code word Rusty. They'll give you $50 off the Zona Plus. Do that. Do it now. You'll be very, very glad you did. All right, let's see here. Phil says, I'm very much afraid my first child is coming on Christmas, and I'm afraid one day liberals will get a hold of him and turn him against everything that is good. Yeah. I've got a daughter in college and one in high school. I'm fighting it every day. Raymond says it's time we take our country back. Obama wants war with America as well as the Democrat Party wants. So they keep it up. They will get their wish, we the people. I hope not. I really do. John says, I feel so bad for the younger generation. I'm glad I grew up when I did. Yeah, me too. I mean, they got a lot of great computer games. I was happy with Pong. I mean, I remember when Pong came out. That was the coolest thing ever. I get video games. I do. I'm still pretty computer literate. But even I can't get the 50 buttons on the latest video games. I don't get it. Randy says there's something big going on in California. Might want to check it out, Rusty. See if I can find it. Other than that, anything else you got on your mind today? Anything else got your... Oh, look at this. FBI probes Weinstein suicide fears. Wow. That wouldn't surprise me if, these cowards, when you don't get your way, you go out the easy way. Yeah. Worker warned hotel before the Vegas shooter opened fire. Wow. Yeah, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, they love their Harvey Weinstein. And the Napa fires. Anyway. Luna says, Atari games were my favorite. And hello, yeah, you liked Atari? Atari, I always had a hard time with the controller. I don't know, I never did well with it. No, I did okay with Atari. There was another one at the same time. My friend Kevin had it across the street. I'm trying to remember what it was. All right. I'm out of time. I am. I want to thank you very much. I'm just here every night, and all we do is we just kind of go over the news. What's happening? What's going on? Give you a chance to comment, get involved. We have the podcast, The Rusty Humphries Rebellion. That's at iTunes and Stitcher and iHeartRadio. Laura's glad her kid's 21. ColecoVision. Yes, Lisa. Yes, it was ColecoVision. I was terrible at that one. Gladys says, I'm a grandmother of 3 biracial children, one being a boy. I'm totally scared for him. Phil says, when I was a kid, let me do it in your voice, Phil. Back when I was a kid, I didn't have all these video games. I went outside for hours at a time and I rode my bike and played in the dirt. These kids these days, they don't do that at all. And I'll bet you walk to school in 18 feet of snow carrying ice all the way up the stairs. Laura like Kubert. Yeah, I did too. Bonnie from Kansas, thank you. Everybody, thank you. We'll try to be here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West. Please, thank you. Please check out our sponsors. Again, thetoymaker.com, Zona Plus. Where's the DerMend? DerMend. Great product, moisturizing anti-itch lotion. That's at Walmart, Walgreens, and all great retailers. And Wax RX, pH conditioned ear wash system. You can now clean your ears at home with the system just like the doctors use, and it does work. It does work. Yeah, Phil went uphill both ways in the snow. That's right. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. May God bless you. May God bless America. 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 I'll see you tomorrow here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Brenda's a new viewer. Thank you, Brenda. Everybody share the video. Share it. Thumbs ups. Let people know about it. We love you. Thank you.